What's going on, invaders? I'm Kirsty the Valkyrie. Welcome to TRASHGASM, your weekly exploitation review source. I'm here with Jake Noose and DJ Hodaddy, and this week we're going to be talking about the movie Timerider, The Adventure of Lyle Swann. This is a movie made in 1982. It's produced by the Jensen Farley Pictures Company, and I found this on YouTube and had no idea if this was going to be a trashy movie. I saw that it was made in 1982, and I took a gamble, and I guess we'll find out if that gamble is worth it. So, in this movie, professional dirt bike rider Lyle Swann accidentally rides through a time travel beam and is transported back to 1887, where he has to keep his beloved motorcycle safe from outlaw thug cowboys. So, Hodaddy, what did you think of Mr. Lyle Swann?
Overall, not sure how I felt about this movie. So, I haven't seen any other, like, dirt bike, motocross kind of movies, but if I had to guess, I would say it's Back to the Future 3 meets Excite Bike. Improvising. I don't know. So, I think well, here's another thing that was kind of funny about it, was the back and forth with the guys on horses chasing him, and like, oh, I'm gonna get you, oh, no, I'm gonna get away,
because I'm on a dirt bike.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was really missing like a Scooby-Doo chase scene, like with the hallway where he's on the motorcycle going through the different doors, and they cue the 60s cheesy chase music. The highlight for me was the awkward rape scene where the lady's basically sticking him up, and she's basically forcing him to do it.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, this is taking a weird turn. The biggest flaw for me was getting rescued by a helicopter.
Yeah, how did that work?
Yeah, I was like, they're not worried about disrupting the space-time continuum or anything. It was just kind of weird.
Producer says, well, we got 1 minute left to film. How do we end it?
Right. Overall, I would give it 2 out of 5 helicopter haircuts.
Nice.
How did you feel about it?
So for me, this movie was a lot like Biker Boys from 2002 meets 3:10 to Yuma, but it's got a dash of the Back to Future incest, you know, because that's important. The highlight for me in this movie is the fact that Lyle Swann is wearing one of Eddie Murphy's pleather suits from the 1980s. I was very impressed that he could handle desert temperatures wearing that suit. So go you, Lyle Swann. The flaw for me is that I can't think of a flaw, but I didn't like this movie. That bothers me. Like, there's nothing that makes me want to see this again, but I don't know what I hate about it. It's not great. So, overall, I give it a 3 out of 5 awkward ways to meet your grandma. How about you, Jake?
Well, I liked it. I thought it had a lot of charm to it, and there was a lot of crap to it, too.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I were to describe it, it's somewhere... There was a high cheese factor on this one, for sure. And because of the high cheese factor, because of the really awkward depiction of the Wild West, and the whole motorcycle thing, I would have to say, this, if I were to describe this, it'd be a combination of Kamen Rider and Cowboys of Moo Mesa. Now, the highlights for me, there's 2 main highlights. One, the antagonist was so stupid. I mean, he was introduced as a silk smuggler. You know, this outlaw cowboy is the bad guy, and he's smuggling silk. Silk!
Oh my god.
You know? And of course, it's pink, too, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, how tough or bad of a guy is this? It was so off target. I loved it. I loved that part of it. The other is that Lyle Swann has this really cool helmet that's super James Bondified by his friend in Silicon Valley, you know, and it has all these crazy things like a CB radio in it, to where he's trying to communicate to the future through CB radio, which... Yeah.
Totally works.
Yeah.
Or the fact that the visor just knows when to flip down on its own.
Yeah, mind control visor and binoculars, so you can see how far away things are. So that was kind of a cool aspect. I like that. I'd say the main flaw with the movie is that the full title for this is not just Timerider, it's Timerider, The Adventures of Lyle Swann. And when I saw that subtitle, I thought, oh yeah, there's going to be so many more Lyle Swann movies. Like maybe Water Rider, The Next Adventure of Lyle Swann, or Space Rider, The Out of This World Adventure of Lyle Swann. No, that's the only Lyle Swann movie that's ever happened.
It's his only adventure.
Yeah. Major flaw for such an awesome, dynamic character. It's so original, too. Sarcasm. But if it were up to me, I would rate this movie... See, I liked it, but I'm giving it the same rating you did.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying 3 out of 5 time-traveling monkeys.
Okay, so now, what I want to know, we keep pulling in on the whole, like, Back to the Future, like, incest thing, but all incest jokes aside, if you were to go back in time, would you bang one of your ancestors?
No.
But all incest aside, though, you're getting a mulligan right now.
I'm getting a mulligan?
Yeah.
Do I know it's my ancestor, though?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead.
Oh, okay. If I knew, then no.
Okay.
I think if you banged your ancestor, that'd be like immediate additional chromosome, or your chin would just shrink. No, that's dangerous.
Too much risk factor.
And then if you do that, and then there's like birth defects from it, and then that continual loop happens over and over again. So you become the most birth defected person to ever exist.
Just
or
like
would
a boneless
you just,
blob.
Or would you just go around until you don't exist?
You're like
until
something
you're just not
from
a thing.
beyond or something. You ever see that?
You're like boneless chicken wings from KFC. I ate the bones.
No, I wouldn't. That's very dangerous.
You guys put way too much science, I think, into this, honestly. I don't even remember what my answer was now. I'm just going to say no, majority rules. So that's our take on Timerider, The Adventure of Lyle Swann. And we would like to know, if you went back in time, would you bang any of your ancestors?
I don't want to know that.
Please don't.
Don't answer that.
Okay, just don't. No, we don't want to know anything from you this week. This has been a weird movie. Make sure you subscribe for more Trashgasms. I'm sure Steve the Valkyrie reminding you to keep it sleazy.